everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria and I talk all things money on this channel, and for today we'll be focusing on stuffing our cash envelopes for the first paycheck of August for 2025. And so yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Happy Friday everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. By the time you guys see this, it is Friday and I am getting actually paid on a Friday. So just wanted to announce some things. Some things will be changing in the near future with the amount of stuffings I'll be doing. Ironically enough, if you guys remember a couple of weeks ago, I did mention that I won't actually be stuffing all that frequently because I had to get some things in order. And now it turns out that it's the complete opposite. I'm not able to use my bank account in terms of like my debit card just because of like different things or whatever. And with that, some of the cards that I have, everything's okay. Don't be too stressed and don't be making assumptions in the comments or for yourselves or whatever. Everything is fine. It's just some things have changed and therefore I need to actually take out more cash, which is not so funny that this is a finance channel and well, majority of my inspiration came from the cash budgeting community. And look at that I said that I'm probably not going to be stuffing anytime soon because of money budgeting and money affordability situations. But here we are, it's actually the opposite. So now I kind of have to be smart with where I send some of my particular e-transfers or payments that I make on the digital platforms. But in terms of like everything else, I do have to go ahead and do cash. So I did just take out my money as you guys saw. This is from Little Potato Saver. This is her little pouches or whatnot that I just got customized to say money bag. I was gonna put that off to the side. And for today, because of the reason that I just explained to you guys, although I will be keeping the details to myself until I feel comfortable sharing online. Not that there's anything bad, like I said, but just sometimes the internet doesn't need much information about you. And so for today, we're gonna be working with $250. So as you guys know, I usually stuff, if I do stuff my various envelopes, wallets, and binders, I usually only end up doing 5s because the amount is so low. But because today the amount is higher, it is $250, I will be doing more. And I did use this paycheck breakdown sheet. This is from Glamour on a Budget. I did just have to white out some of the columns that were like the column headers just because I don't want to disclose everything that I make in my paycheck. That's why I'm also not putting this in here, playing around with the numbers again and just making sure that everything is accurate, just because the stuff that I want to keep offline, I do want to go ahead and input it here just so I can have a record of it. And then besides that, I did use the back of it to be able to know which categories in my, and sorry that I'm off frame, it's just for whatever reason I'm zoomed in more today, but I can't be any more zoomed out. I'm not too sure what's going on, but anyways, this is just the back of it. I will be saying which breakdown each envelope will be getting that I'll be stuffing today. And isn't this just so exciting that I'm actually able to do higher stuffing? So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said before, I usually don't do this much money, but for today we are going to be working with 50s, 20s, 10s, and 5s. And like I said, I did take out 250. Fun story, let me just go ahead and give this count. So just 150. I recently entered a giveaway for Savings with Grace and I did end up being the winner for her cash tray, so I will be getting that in the mail soon. And I'm so excited because I really just hate putting the money here where, you know, it's just not aesthetic. It's very messy as well. Even if I wasn't filming, it's just very messy to deal with the money like that. But also, how funny that I also had the actual cash tray in my cart for Etsy. So that worked out in my favor, and so I'm very happy about that. But anyways, let's just keep counting. So we do have 50 here. Let's just count the 20. So 20, 40, why am I counting that? Hold on. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. So this would be 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? How do I have 6 hours? So that was 170. What? 180, 90, 200, 210, oh, okay, 220. And then here we have the 6, which would be 30. So 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, this whole messeroo of bills and such you guys won't be experiencing for too much longer, neither will I. So it's exciting because I'm just gonna be moving over my mouse over here. It's gonna be exciting because, well, I'll be able to cash stuff and you guys will be able to see the cash tray, etc, etc. So that's gonna be a good time. So I'm excited. And so without further ado, let's just get started with our stuffing. And we typically always start with our wallet. So let's go ahead and get her. Again, not sure why this is so zoomed in. I feel like it's goodness. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So with our wallet, I'm just looking over to the side, my budget tracker, and also on the side, like I said, I do have a little sheet to know what breakdown. So I will be doing groceries. So groceries will be getting a total of 150, and it's going to be in the 50, and it's going to be also 105s. Sorry, 520s, aka 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's so exciting that I can put all this money into groceries. I'm so excited that I'm able to Oh, you guys aren't even looking. Just put it into groceries. I'm so excited that I will be able to, like, you know, cash stuff these things, because yeah, I haven't been able to because of affordability reasons, and now because of other circumstances I have to basically use cash for everything. And I actually ended up opening a bunch of digital bank accounts because I had to receive my money elsewhere. Again, guys, don't fret too much about this. I'm actually perfectly fine and okay. I just don't know how much people will worry or whatnot, or assume certain things, but everything's fine. That was for groceries. The next thing I'll be doing is gas, and that's gonna be getting a simple 20. Let me just do that. And gas, that is all that it has, and I forgot to mention that that's all that groceries has. And next I will be doing eating out. It's gonna be just getting a 5. Eating out in this wallet is takeout. Okay, so that's that one, and that's all that it has. Moving on, we have fun money, and this wallet is called fun money. That's also going to be getting 5. I do still have the coupons that I haven't used, so that's exciting. Okay, so date night is also going to be getting 5, so a lot of 5s are going into the wallet, and then wallet does have 5 already, so another 5 will make it 10. And then the last thing I'll be doing in this wallet, coffee, I'll be doing 10. So I believe that's all that it has. So let me just go ahead and fill out this tracker. This beautiful coffee mug tracker. This is from Hone the Brand. And while I fill this out, which is not gonna be long or anything, but how are you guys? I guess back to school season for some of you guys in the States. Here in Toronto, the kiddos will be going back to school after Labor Day, so September 2nd. Some folks here do go to school, I believe, on the Wednesday. Back in the day, when I was in school, it used to be like that. Like, there's no holidays or anything like that. You just go to school the day after the long weekend, which is for Labor Day. And that's about it. All these luxuries that these kids are getting, because there's so many holidays now and PA days. I don't know about like where you guys are, but Professional Activities Day, which I don't know what they're called in the US, but essentially PA days, that's when the teachers are working from home, or they work in the school but without the kids being there. It's like a free day for the school or for the kids. Just going to be heading over to my family binder that's here. But anyways, this school that my stepson goes to, so many PA days. I feel like in the first month of school last year, for when he entered school in September, September had like 2 PA days. I'm just like, what? And they had already started a day after everybody else. So I'm like, what's going on here? But anyway, not sure why. Pretty annoying if you ask me, because obviously as somebody who works from home, and even if I worked in the office, it's just, it'd be nice for the kids to just consistently, you know, go to school. If you have to go to school, you go to school. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure whether so many paydays this time around, or just for my stepson's school, but whatever. Let's hop into our family binder. Family binder is gonna be not getting too much love, but it will be getting enough in whatever envelopes needs to be stuffed. We're going to be, sorry guys, let me just start again. I don't know why I just opened the thing like that without letting you guys like look at everything. But anyways, this is the binder. Let's go over here like this, and let's get on with, I'm gonna go ahead and go to all the way to the back, which is what I was gonna get to, and then I just lost my train of thought. Let's go to back to school. So this is actually a school tracker. Sorry, this is actually a school tracker that is for kids' school. This is from the Millennial Dollar. This is from Melina. I got this specifically for our ESP, which is the Registered Education Savings Plan here in Canada for when kids go off to college and university. This is not what I'm stuffing today. I do have another tracker, which is this one right here. This one is, nope, not that one. Dude, where are my trackers? Okay, well, I will be stuffing emergency. I might as well just go over here and do that. I keep fumbling with my trackers and I don't know where anything is, which is low-key super frustrating and annoying. But anyways, let me get my marker over here. Also from the Millennial Dollar. I'm just gonna be coloring in, sorry, this is from Canadian Girl Cash Stuffer. This marker is from the Millennial Dollar. But anyways, yeah, so I'm not sure how the school system is in the US in general, but obviously each state and even within cities, they may have like different rules and whatnot. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, but lots of PA days last year for my stepson, and it was just like, you know, as somebody who works from home, I'm like, I can't do this. It's already enough with one child. I need a break from the second one as well. So did I already add the money? No, I did not. So let's go ahead and add, what's it like this? I'm gonna put it like this and like that. Yeah. So now for emergency, it has 100, 110, and 120. So let me just put this back in here. And I did want it in just the 10. I forgot to check that before I stuffed it, but all is good in the hood. I'm actually gonna start putting this like this, because as much as I love seeing the amount that's checked off on the tracker, I don't like the possibility that it's gonna stain my envelope. And now let's find back to school, because where's she at? This happened last time and I couldn't find. There it is. Okay, short term. Oh, it's in short term because, right, it's back to school in general, like every year. It's not like long term back to school, so my bad. Okay, so anyways, this is back to school, and it is also going to be getting a 10, and no particular amount that I want to save for this one, so it does just have the 10 for the time being. But obviously if we can bulk this up, it does help around back to school time, and obviously should the kids ever go to summer school or whatever, when they're older, it does help a lot as well. That's it for the family binder. let's bring in the personal binder. So this is just a binder that I have just for me things, and very exceptional, like things that involve other people. But anyways, hopefully you guys can see everything, including the little decorations. So cute. Okay, for this one, personal binder, let's see where we're going. We're gonna be going over to the fun little things for myself. So not my birthday, and not eating, which is just basically like for food. That's not coffee, and that's not for like date night or outings that I want to do for myself. Let's go over to, hello. Okay, so for nails, and I do have my marker already, thank goodness. For nails, we're going to just be stuffing, sorry, the hair. We're just going to be stuffing $5. Let me do a little heart here while it dries. We're gonna be grabbing our 5, and so the hair now has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30, which does coincide with what the tracker has. I don't know about you guys, I actually do use the tracker to know if I'm on track with what's in here versus what's in here, because I know some people just use the tracker for it to be like cute or whatever, and I'm not sure how into math some people are, but I actually do like to verify that whatever I put in here is what's actually denoted on the tracker, which of course kind of helps with making sure that everything is accurate and up to date. Hopping onto nails, not hair, but let me just take a little sippy because I can talk and talk and talk. Okay, so for what's it called? For the nails, I'm also gonna be putting in 10 funsies. Let's just do a little quick check mark here. I hope that you guys are able to see that. Yes, you can. Perfect. Say I'm also doing a 5, simple denomination, can't really break down a 5 or whatnot. And so now it has 20, 25, 30, which, yeah, that's exactly right. Cool. Fun fact, I was talking to Brittany from Beezy's Things on Instagram, and it was so funny because I actually went to the States for the long weekend here in Canada. It was the Civic Day holiday, which was August 4th. It's always the first Monday of August here. I went to the States, we went to Pennsylvania to visit some of our friends over there, and it was so funny because I had so much fun like playing around with like the bills that you guys have, which is so funny because to you guys it might just seem normal, but it really does make a difference to feel plastic versus feeling actual paper. And so that kind of felt pretty cool. I did feel like I was one of you guys. I felt like I was watching my life become a YouTube video because I was just like handling money like that. It's funny because I actually, in the duty-free places that you come across before you get to the border of the other country, I told some of the tellers about star notes that you guys have in the States, and a lot of people didn't know about them. So that was pretty cool. I'm just like, how do I know before you guys about star notes? I don't know. I guess it's not something that most people, unless you do this for a living, kind of notice. And so that was pretty funny. But yeah, I had a good time in the States. It was pretty fun. Just like a short little, it was a long weekend, but obviously we went to spend some time with our friends. It was pretty fun. And so yeah, for a tattoo here is going to be getting the last 10. So let me just cross this off like this. Perfect. Oh no, not the last 10. I guess the second last 10. But anyways, so yeah, it was pretty fun. It was the first road trip that we did with our baby. She did phenomenal in the car. It's just, I feel bad because like she doesn't have her typical routine and her typical foods. And so just with the food situation, she just doesn't like handle it very well. Not in terms of like her stomach or whatever, but it's just sometimes because she doesn't have her typical routine, let alone like TV, toys, etc. It was definitely something that she had to get used to. And unfortunately, sometimes when there wasn't any food that she liked, not that that happens often, but she had to kind of just deal with what was available. But she did phenomenal otherwise, and we had a good time, and she loved meeting the friends that we had in Pennsylvania. For tattoo fund, it has 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Seems like all of these are the same amount, so that's not bad. Easy to keep track. And this beautiful vellum tattoo tracker, this is from the Millennial Dollar. I got this in one of the orders that I did, and I just love how the butterflies look. Super, super pretty. And that's basically it for the personal binder. So let's go ahead and close her up. Move the charm out of the way. Make sure everything's aligned before snapping it in place. And now, our last binder is our beautiful cherry red, or cherry coffee cherry, I forget what it's called. This is my, what's it called, my celebration and travel binder. So let's start from the beginning. And this one, not too much going on either. Stuffing 2 things. So let's go to, let me just go by part because this one doesn't get too much love all the time, so I forget where my things are. Isn't this so cute? This is for my anniversary with my husband, so it just has the dates of when corresponding to our love life. Super cute. I love that, and I love how it turned out. Okay, so here we are. Gifts and birthdays. We're gonna be doing 10 for this one. We can keep the insert inside. So for this one, I think I mentioned this in a previous time. I'm not gonna be using, what else am I stuffing? I don't need the green marker. Let me start using the red marker just so everything matches. So I emptied out all the funds that I had in majority of these envelopes just because I needed it for other expenses and things. I'm just gonna be coloring in one of these stars. So yeah, these I'm starting from 0. I do have some other funds in my digital accounts, so it's not like I'm starting from super scratch. So for this one, it just has the 10. Let's put this back in there. Wait, how do I have this? Like that? And then when you flip the binder, I want to do this. Perfect. Like that. That way it's visible from the back. So yeah, looking forward to starting these once again. But yeah, it'll take some time, but that's okay. That's what all this is about. And the last thing that I'll be going to, we have some holidays here and we're gonna go to Christmas. So let's take out the tracker and the money. So for Christmas, interesting. I forgot that Christmas is like the different denominations. Okay, so let me put the money in, and I'm glad to see that we did everything correctly because there's no money left here. Okay, so for this one I do, you know what? As usual, my infamous finger. Let's get the little ink out of the way. And I always stain my finger because of that. So I had 25, so let me see what's going on here. Oh, and I also had a 10. Okay, let me just count what I have in total and then I'll play around with the denomination. So right now I have 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. 40. So technically that would be 25 and 15 make 40. Okay, so I'll just do that. So I'll just do a little check mark here besides the 25 and besides the 15. I totally forgot that this tracker has specific denominations, so I'll try to remember that before the next time that I stuff. So we'll do that and we can put in the money once again. So, oh, not that one. So like I said, the total is 40 for that one. That one is basically the only envelope that I didn't unstuff. And that's because, well, for Christmas is so far away, the funds wouldn't make a difference for the thing that we needed, but it would make a difference later down in the line when we wanted to purchase stuff for Christmas. And so that's basically it for my little love binder, just kidding, my celebration and travel binder, I should say. And that's basically it. Let me put this back in the little pen loop. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. I guess let me just close you guys out with a little bit of a better aesthetic. So the next time that you guys see me, actually you guys will be seeing me more often because I will be stuffing 3 times a month now. So I hope that you guys are looking forward to that. Let me know if you guys have any questions based on what I explained. And yeah, I'm looking forward to just getting more videos out for you guys given the nature of what we just, well, yeah, what we spoke about. And next time that you guys see my stuffing, hopefully I will have little cash trays. It's easier for you guys to follow along with the money, with the stuffing, and it's just aesthetic for me, aesthetic for you guys, and it'll make it just visually more appealing for everybody. That's basically it, guys. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. Once again, thank you so much for all the support. I'm almost at 50 subscribers, which is so surprising because I did not anticipate that 50 people would like what I do here. But anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And if you found it helpful, if you found it beneficial, or if you just come around to watch me yap, watch me stuff, watch me say whatever the heck I want to say, and also always got my fingers with a little marker on them, I super appreciate you being here. I hope that you guys stick around for some more. I did forget to mention this at the beginning of the video, but of course, if you haven't done so already and you keep coming back to these videos when you're not subscribed, or you just happen to stumble upon my page for the first time, I welcome you guys here and I super enjoy your company. But it would be much more enjoyed if you guys do subscribe to the channel by clicking on the button downstairs. If you turn it from red to white, it not only helps the channel grow, but also makes me happy, and who doesn't want to see both of those things take place? Besides that, guys, if you guys have any concerns, questions, or just suggestions in general, or whatever it is that you guys have in your mind that you'd like to share, definitely let me know downstairs in the comments what's up that you guys have been doing. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, bringing the traditional dollar back, I hope that she makes a comeback here on YouTube. Really miss her, but in memory of her, let's go ahead and drop a diamond emoji, because at the end of the video she would always say what emoji to drop downstairs in the comments. So please feel free to drop down a diamond emoji if you made it all the way to the end. And besides that, guys, I hope that you guys enjoy the video. Shout out to my natural nails coming through. And besides that, let me close you guys off with the verse of the day, which it'll be right here. I hope that this touches your life in whatever ways that God is trying to tell you that he loves you, he cares for you, and he wants the best for you. I hope that you read up on the chapter and just know more about your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And besides that, guys, I'll let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your day, and until the next time, God bless you. Bye.